Today we're going to talk about the 96 volt power supply. Sunrotor Solar Products manufactures the 96 volt power supply, and it could be used for solar applications that want to be ran at night or during cloudy weather. This power supply can be ran off of 110 or 220 VAC or from your solar panels, and it automatically selects the output power. This is a permanent installation power supply that switches automatically between AC power and DC power so that you don't have to go out there and manually switch it yourself. This is the 96 volt power supply, and it comes furnished with 2 sets of MC4 cables and a 110 volt male plug. The first set is your input MC4 cables that accept the solar panels. The second set is your output voltage that you will eventually connect to your Sunrotor controller, whether it be an M200T like we have here to show, or your M100 or the M50T. This controller that we're showing in this video is an M200 Sunrotor controller. The M200 is the controller that accepts the DC power from the solar panels or power supply and runs your solar pump. The 96 volt power supply is going to go in between the solar panels and your Sunrotor controller. These cables are the input from the solar panels that are going to simulate the output voltage. These MC4 cables accept the solar panel MC4 cables. The other input to the power supply is 110 volt grid tie power. These MC4 cables are the output from the 96 volt power supply, which will connect into your M200 controller. Now that we have all the plugs installed, we'll simulate how it works. And first we're going to leave it off to show you how the solar panel voltage passed through the 96 volt power supply. Solar panel is currently providing 20.3 volts, which is passing through the 96 volt power supply while it's turned off. When I turn on the power supply, it's going to immediately pass through 96 volts to the controller. And the reason it does that is because it's connected to 110 volt AC power. And now we have 97.0 volts DC going into our M200 controller. As the sun comes up and the voltage increases from the solar panels are going to automatically take over running the solar pump application. And here we will simulate at 105 volts. This is now operating on the solar panels. So to recap, this Sunrotor 96 volt auto switching power supply will continuously supply power to any Sunrotor controller. When the sun is down, it will automatically switch to grid power and pass 96 volts to the controller to keep the pump running. When the sun is up and the panels are producing more than 96 volts, the power supply automatically switches over to passing the panel energy to the controller and stops using grid power. When the power supply is switched off, it still passes the panel voltage through to the controller for times when you do not want to run the controller and pump from the grid. Its easy install and setup is time tested and durable, like all Sunrotor products.